All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. Glad to see y'all here. Let's stop title for a moment. It's Tech Friday. Yay! Right here on twitch.tv/DC Lasair or youtube.com/@DC Lasair. I'm the aforementioned DC. Yay! You can find me all the places at dclasair.com. You can find me under DC Lasair in all the places. Go to dclasair.com to find all the things. That's DCLASAIR. All right. Hope everyone's having a good Friday and looking forward to the weekend. We got some things to talk about today. It'll be brilliant. And hello, JD Lady. Welcome on in. First thing to talk about is where did the thing go? I lost the article. Hold on. Let me pull up a tab. Hold on. One moment. I got to pull up a tab. There should be a tab here. There's not a tab. Where is... Oh, there it is. Okay. I found it. Never mind. I thought I placed it somewhere else. I did not. I placed it right where I meant it to be. All right. So we're going to be talking about the Hybrid MP4 format, which will be available in the new OBS version coming out soon. It's currently still in beta, but it's close to being done. Once that is released, just a second here. Let me silence my phone a bit. So once that gets released, you'll want to know about this. You'll want to. I'll do a full video on everything. This will change the way you're going to stream and prepare your stream and things like that. And what this allows you to do is add chapter markers to your MP4. So if you take it into your editor, say DaVinci Resolve or something, you have all these nice automatic divisions of your content all ready to go, and it'll be a lot easier to cut content and or make those YouTube shorts or your TikToks or whatever you want. So if you want to know about so we're going to start with the Hybrid MP4. If you want to know about it, I got a link for you here. If I can get the thing, in the thing. There we go. So go to there, and this explains what the Hybrid MP4 is. The name of from the article is the name of a new output format introduced in OBS 30.2 that aims to provide reliable and compatible output without the drawbacks of traditional or fragmented MP4. Remains recoverable even if writing the file is aborted, e.g. due to system crashes or power outages, while still maintaining wide compatibility. So this will work like you're used to MKV. You can record your video, but you can also pause the recording, which you can't do with normal MP4. But you can pause the recording. If it crashes, you can recover from it. And this also allows for the chapter markers to be put in. Now, there's a lot of other detail here I'm not going to get into, because it's quite a bit. If you want to know the anatomy of a MPEG-4 file, how fragmentation works, what Hybrid MP4 does, all these things, all covered in this article, depending how technical you want to get with it. And I wanted to show where you find these things. So let's go to the demo window. Oop. So this is the OBS Enhanced Broadcasting Beta. Only testers have this. But I wanted to show you where this is, so we'll turn on the magnifying glass so things are a little easier. So you want to go to your settings. Then you'll get your settings window, right? Then output, recording. and it'll be right here. It'll say Hybrid MP4. And it'll probably still have the beta tag. That's what you want. You can, you may not have an AV1 encoder, so you probably want to stick with an H.264 or HEVC, or you can do, you know, whatever one of these you want. If you have a an AMD card, you'll have different options. And, you know, you can select these, whatever you want. And you can change your rate control, your bit rate for the file, all that stuff down here as normal. And then when you have that active, you can set a hotkey in OBS to create these chapter markers. So you go to hotkeys, and then there will be a thing. We're going to have to find this together. So add chapter marker, Hybrid MP4 only. Right now I have it set to Alt 3. You can make this whatever. And so I hit Alt 3, and I get a chapter marker made right in the video. But like I said, you can make this whatever is convenient for you. I just did this because I was trying it out. And there is a more robust plugin for this, but you know, I wanted to show the option of if you don't want to do a lot of coding, you just want to use OBS, you don't want to mess with a bunch of plugins, things like that, you don't have to. However, if you want to make annotations, you want to get this a lot more dynamic, you're going to want to use StreamUp and by a guy named Andy Lippy. I'm going to share the video here. And this video he just released today is about adding it to StreamerBot as well, so your mods can make these chapter markers for you and do other things and add annotations. So there will be a StreamUp plugin for OBS that will handle these chapter markers and allow you to do lots of notation, lots of different markers, lots of naming them. And there will be a StreamerBot plugin as well. So here's the video on the StreamerBot plugin, if you like. Now, once the new OBS is, the 30.2 OBS is released in full, I'll do a full tutorial on all of this and putting it all together, because it can be a lot, but it will be very, very useful if you make any type of content that you put online anywhere. One moment, I gotta take a drink. Hold on. Sorry about that. Had a still kind of getting over a cough from my sinuses. So my understanding is with this, people can upload VODs to YouTube and they'll have the chapter markers that people can skip to. So that's a possibility, because what if you use the StreamUp plugin, it will give you a text file of the time codes that you have the chapter markers, and then you put that information in the description in the YouTube video, and then it will divide it up. I mean, this is how you classically do it in YouTube: is you go into your description, you type in 0:00:0 or whatever, type in a name, and then YouTube will make that okay, here's your first timeline cut, here's your second timeline cut. So what you're going to want to do is, with the StreamUp plugin, is take that text file and copy that and paste it into your description. And that way, those chapter markers will automatically be there for people to skip to. And if you want to change it around, now if you edit the video, those are going to be different, right? So you might have to do some time adjustments there. But yeah, if you just want to go straight to YouTube with it without editing anything, just copy and paste those in. And yeah, as long as the time code is in the description of your YouTube video, you'll get chapter markers. So this should make it a lot easier to find those places as well. And also, if you edit down, you'll still have those timers. You'll still have the markers on your edited video, so you can look on your timeline and guess where it is and do some little adjustments. But you're not going through your whole video finding it. You have a more narrow selection, so even that should save you some time. And yeah, I think this is one of the best things to happen for if you're streaming, because you'll be able to see the marker and kind of scrabble to exactly. Yep. Be able to see the marker in DaVinci Resolve, kind of scrabble to it and go, okay, it's here. And then, you can click it on once you upload that to YouTube and put it into YouTube. You can watch the video on YouTube and go, oh, I don't like where that says that chapter marker is. It was a couple seconds off. I'll just adjust the time, but you'll have everything already named for you. And yeah, it should be able to be very useful. I think it's an incredible bit of software engineering coming up, and it's going to be really, really useful. Don't sleep on this. And if you want to make it more useful, get the StreamerBot plugins, or sorry, not the StreamerBot, the StreamUp plugin, because again, you don't have to use StreamerBot for this plugin. You can. There will be, if you use StreamUp plugins, you can download just the OBS version, or you can also get the version that works with StreamerBot as well. And the StreamerBot version will affect your OBS. So if if you use the StreamerBot, you will need both the OBS version and the StreamerBot version. And so I could have my mods make a note that goes to a separate text file for that chapter marker, and then I can see the note that goes with that chapter marker. And I didn't touch anything. They just typed the command in the chat, and StreamerBot went to OBS and said, add this info here. And OBS is great. I'm also going to put a little tag on your video, and that's it. And oh, another tip I found out about recently. When you are recording these, let's get them. If you are worried about, let me see if I can find it. If you're worried about, we'll get to that in a minute. If you're worried about it taking up more system resources, just go to use Stream Encoder, and the resource impact will be much lower. So you will barely notice it. So maybe you don't have a powerful video card, but use Stream Encoder here for video encoder, and you'll get a great hybrid MP4 without any troubles. All right, so that is great, and then you can do your usual audio setup and everything else. Set it. The other thing I wanted to show coming up with the new OBS, which I have been beta testing this for a while, and it works great. And I'm just checking something here. Yeah, okay. It works fantastic for streaming outputs. a lot of times we say, oh yeah, you want, maybe you want CPR and 65, and you got to do all this stuff. Well, now the thing I've been beta testing for a while, it will be available to all of you in this new version of OBS. So you go to stream, and you're streaming on Twitch. You click this button here, Enable Enhanced Broadcasting. You do that. It does exactly what it says, optimizes your settings to encode and send multiple video qualities to Twitch. So when you hit the gear button on one of my videos, you'll notice there are multiple encoder settings. Now, eventually, I'll be able to say how many different tracks I want to send. If I do this, I can send. Maybe I only want 3, but my video card can handle the whole 5, so I just leave it at 5. So if you're on mobile or you have data limits, you can select what quality you want to watch at, and it's awesome. And you just click Enable Enhanced Broadcasting, and notice how this is all blacked out. I can't affect any of this. I don't have to worry about any of it. I am going to be streaming at the best settings of my video card, and it's going to give me as many different outputs as I want, and I don't have to worry about encoder settings. I don't have to worry about my video encoder rescaling output, anything. It does it for me. And if you've been watching my videos, you've been seeing this in action. It's a really good piece of technology, and your videos overall will look better if you use the enhanced broadcasting stuff, even at different video resolutions. If you use enhanced broadcasting and you switch to 720p or 480p or whatever, those will look better than other methods of using 720p or 480p, because the software engineering behind it, they really thought about it and did a really good job with it. So that's another way to just get going and ease you into streaming. And yeah, if you want to mess with it and change all that stuff, just uncheck this box and you can do whatever you would like. All right, and we'll be going over this again, like I said, with the streamer up, there's a lot of things with the word stream in it. With the stream up stuff, once it's full released, do a full tutorial on putting all of this together and giving you a really good stream. All right, so that's that part. Let's go back here. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it when it releases full, and we can just spend. It'll probably be most of our time, honestly, going through all of that. And then, what else did I want to show off? Okay, so if you have any more questions or comments on that, let me know. Let's see what else is going on. I think that was all I wanted to cover about that. So, Hybrid MP4, use it. It's gonna be great. And as far as Hybrid MP4 goes, it doesn't matter where you're broadcasting to or recording for, it'll work for you. The enhanced broadcasting thing, I don't think all video cards are supported. Like if you have an NVIDIA from a few years ago, like the 2000 series on up, you probably can do some form of this. I know some AMD cards will be covered as well, but I'm sure full details about what cards will be covered come out. So enhanced broadcasting, if you can use it, do it. More than likely, you'll be able to. But I just wanted to add in that caveat there. But the Hybrid MP4 should just be available to all, I believe. And so that it'll be going to be really fantastic for everybody. All right. So I wanted to move along topics. And I am looking at starting paid DM games using the Start Playing website that everyone uses. And I'll post when I start D&D games there. And I wanted to show off what I'm going to use to keep track of multiple games and how I set it up. Now I'm using Legend Keeper. So far, it's my favorite sort of world building tool thing, and it's not overbearing. It's $9 a month, so relatively inexpensive. But there's their main site. So we're going to dive into the Legend Keeper I've set up, and I'll show it off. I don't have any details of any of the games in there. And I kind of, held off on putting in details just so I don't accidentally show something and someone comes in and watches the videos and then gets a detail about their upcoming game or anything. So let's go back to demo window. Boop. Here's Legend Keeper. Let me move my camera a moment because I am blocking what you're going to be seeing. Put myself down here. So here's the main, my main thing, my main realm. Right here, I'm calling these investigator games, right? And so far I'm going to be running 3 games. So this is just what they consider, if you use Notion, this is like a page in Notion. In fact, they still call it the same thing. It's called a page. And within the main world thing, I have game 1, game 2, game 3, case files. We'll get into templates in a minute. So, main thing. So game 1, I can click on game 1 here, or I can hover over game 1, and you see how this window pops up showing me the details in game 1. Players, and I can go to the characters, go to cases. Right, and same setup for game 2, same setup for game 3. And to do this, all you have to do is you go down to this bottom, you hit create, and you create a page. And I'll make an untitled page for you. Here's a page. And then you can just move it under here. Right, we'll delete that. So I have game 1, 2, and 3 and case files. So my idea is that I'm going to generate a bunch of different case files or different adventures for these games to go on. And then as they pick and choose which ones to go to, I'm going to put that case file into what game it is so I can keep track of which things they've chosen or what makes sense for their plot. So we go into the game 1 page, and you see I have these other things: players, characters, classes, right? And these go into templates. And all you gotta do to name something is go at, and then you can see how I have cases, game 1, game 2, game 3, and you just type in at whatever the page name is, or whatever the template is you want to put here, and then it'll create this little link thing you see there, the little underline. And so now when I go to players or characters, you'll notice that this looks different than this. These are called whiteboards, and you notice how this changed. So I can move this anywhere I want. I can type whatever I need to. Down here, there's a typing tool. Let's use the marker. There's a typing tool. I can change the color of the box by going here. I can change its size. Eraser, I can write whatever I want in this space. This is an infinite play space, right? This is truly like a whiteboard. You can make lines, do whatever you want. So what I've done, and I put them in my templates folder, is there's default templates that these are ones Legend Keeper made that you can use if you want. So if you want to use their character thing, they're always right here in the templates folder with whatever world you design. You can see there's character, country, creature, location, quest, scene, technology. So there's a bunch of templates you can use. Now the ones in all capital letters here and here are ones I made because this is how I want to keep track of them. So I made my player template and I drag it here, the player template, onto the whiteboard. Player template is a page. So all I do is I would click here and, oops, hold on one moment. So I could, let's see, click. No, wait, hold on. Oops, turn that off. I can create an element here, and it'll be a page, or I can link an element, which could be a page. And now I have my player template here on this whiteboard, or I can just grab this. So the player name will change, and so I'll have, one player template per person. I click on it, and here is the short view of what I'm going to find useful in my player template. And you can set all this up in the page, adding the colors and things like that to the boxes. I can full view it. So I have name, contact info, some character info, notes, right? And then same thing for the character template. Since this is going to be D&D, we have class, subclass, species, the stats I need to know, and then a link to their character sheet on D&D Beyond. Secrets is a special thing. If you share your world, there's a secret box in here, and so only the person that created the world can see the secret box. But as you can see, I have stats. I put them in a drop-down list if I want to hide them. Passives. So what I'm going to find useful for quick reference if I run it. And so every player in every game will have, this template filled out for them with their name and probably an email, what game they're in, so I can keep track. If if they're in game 1 or game 2 or game 3, I can reference again. And if I happen to put someone in the wrong game, know that. And I don't know about this section yet because I do have the character template, but I do like having some character info here related to the template. And then I can also reference their character template. So I've done cases, right? Case file 01. So I go to case files. Here it is. Again, I haven't filled this out yet, but here would be all the information on this adventure. And again, it's on whiteboard format, so I can move these around. And then game 1 cases, I can just copy this, or I can drag it and move it to here and put in here. As you can see, this case file 01 is still here. And again, I can move this wherever I want to. I can rearrange them, but this is to help me visually go, okay, they go to case file 1, and then maybe they do case file 3 next, or 5. And so I put that up, and then case file 2, and I can just keep adding them as they go. I can make little arrows here connecting what case they go to next if I want to, just to keep track of their plot. So that is currently how I'm going to do it. I was thinking of using Trello boards, but I don't think I will be doing that. I think this is a little more dynamic, a little more color. I get to add separate things. I get to link things. I can put in more about the world easy. And I sort of just like how this looks, how this comes about. So that's the idea for when I get games into the start playing thing. And let's see, what time is it? Okay, we're doing good. So yeah, and Legend Keeper has been kind of my favorite world keeping track of tool for a while. So that's how I do that. And earlier we talked about Hybrid MP4. If you're just joining, if you need me to go over that again, I'll be more than happy to. It is a format coming in the new OBS 30.2, and you'll be wanting to use it. I'll have more full videos on it once everything releases, and putting it all together and have, maintaining markers using the Hybrid MP4 format to make your editing life easier. So if you have questions on that, if you're just joining and want me to go back over that, please let me know. Otherwise, I think I'll take a break right now and be back in just a moment. Enjoy some music. Gonna run some ads too, so be right back.
King has made his final choice to spend the rest of his life with the woman he loves.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. Really appreciate it. I did want to mention something on the previous stuff. You probably saw me using AV1, and AV1 is the future of things. Now, I have a card that supports AV1, but not all video cards do that yet. It is hard to... The hardest part, my understanding, is it's not baked into all your web browsers yet and everything, so there's no way to decode the information for a lot of places. So AV1 is definitely the future where things should be going, but you're not going to be seeing mass adoption of it just yet. So I will take my AV1, I'll put in a DaVinci Resolve, and then DaVinci Resolve is going to just make it into a regular H.264 MP4 that we're used to, that I can safely upload wherever I need, and you can view it. If you can use AV1, great. But that's only for recording. It's not... You can't upload it to Twitch that way yet. So eventually that'll all happen, and the enhanced broadcasting will eventually support that signal in AV1 going out to everybody. It's just not there yet. So I'm recording in AV1, which is different than sending the signal out to all of you. Eventually that'll happen, and that's what should happen, but we have a ways to go to make it practical for everyone yet. So I just wanted to cover that, and I'm really happy today, and I can't tell you all why. So, but boy, am I feeling good right now. Okay. Plus I just ordered dinner, so yay. What did I want to mention? Was there something else? Talking to you like you can all read my mind and go back in time and figure out. But, why not? Why can't you? Do the thing. Just like, read my mind. Because when you have psychic powers, you gotta put your hand up to your temple for some reason or something. You have psychic powers. You don't need to do that. You don't need to. You just use your mind. You just look at stuff and things happen. I don't know. Maybe if I had psychic powers, I would do this too. I'm not sure. All right, let's get into some TTRPG news. This will be second half of the stream. So, no, wait. Tech news first, then TTRPG news. I got TTRPGs on my mind because there's a bunch of stuff. All right, so let's turn on some music and turn it down while I look at some articles here. Bringing it low, yeah. Oh, I forgot to turn on ducking. There we go, that's better. All right. So, oh, there's a... This isn't related to tech, but there's a Captain America Brave New World teaser video out. So, you know. Probably take a look at that. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Also, Redbox has declared bankruptcy. You'll no longer be able to Redbox anything if you're still using that or something. Those are all going away, if they haven't already. Let's see what else we have here. Nothing there that's sparking interest. Oh, I can drag this over here. Look at it. Samsung did a bunch of announcements this week. There's that article, courtesy of Engadget. So we have Galaxy Ring, Galaxy Watch Ultra, and new foldables. So the Ring competing with the Aurora Ring, and, you know, fitness tracking and all that. New foldable phones. I'm tripping up. The Galaxy Z Flip and the Galaxy Z Fold 6. So you get a flip and or a foldable. I'm having problems with that word. Foldable. There we go. Galaxy Watch 7, Galaxy Watch Ultra. Oh, Galaxy Buds 3 and Buds 3 Pro. So, you know, compete with Apple AirBuds. Samsung has its own stuff. So, yeah. Prime Day deals are, I think, next week. So if you're an Amazon Prime subscriber, you're going to find a bunch of articles, early Prime Day specials and everything. Expect those to ramp up. I'm not going to post any of them because they're everywhere. And if you really want one, you can find it. All right. Let's see. Anything else I really need to know? Oh, here is something I've seen a couple of places. A place called Analog makes these pocket consoles. And, ooh, it's $500 though. It's made out of aluminum or aluminium, depending where you're from. They kind of look like Game Boys. There are other companies that are making the something like this. Let's see here. So here is this article. You want to check it out? They look cool, but 500 is a bit tough to swallow. For that, let's see here. Tech. Let's look at other tech things. Okay, nothing there I want to talk about. Let's see here. We've already done the Samsung stuff. And more Prime Day deal things. Let's see, reviews, blah, 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 more phones. Excuse me. All right. Just checking out if there's anything that stands out. Okay. Well, if there's any tech that you've seen lately that you like, please let me know about it, and I will be glad to talk about it. Now we can break into TTRPG stuff. Let me close some tabs here that I don't need open, just to make my life a little easier. All right, and we'll take a look at. Oh, there are, I mentioned this the other day, there are Humble Bundles up for third-party Pathfinder books and for RuneQuest. That's why you want. Anyway, here is the... Oh, why are these links always so long? I want to be able to share this, not fill my chat with a link. So here's the Humble Bundle for Pathfinder books. They're calling it their Mega Bundle 2. These books are URL spaghetti. Exactly. These books are by Cold Ball Press and Frog God Games. It's the lowest. If you want all 75 books, it's $50. So there's those. And then the other one is RuneQuest. If you like Chaosium's RuneQuest series, these are, let's see here, $18 for 18 items if you want to get the whole thing. Let me, again, shorten the link down a second. Where can I shorten it down to? There we go. Like all this unnecessary stuff to just tracking. I want to share your links, and you're not making it easy. Share links. I understand you need all the tracking stuff, but I just need a link that's shorter that I can share that gets, doesn't fill my chat. All right, so those bundles are, if you're interested in either of them, good time to get them. Great Humble Bundle games. The newest D&D video up today is about the dragons, so you get some preview of some awesome dragon art, and they talk a bit about the gold dragon redesign and a few of the others, so definitely check that out. Hey Chris, welcome on in, glad to see you. This may be of interest to folks. So, Monty Cook Games announces Cypher System Creator Fund. And, you found a box of rocks. Excellent. So, if you're interested in putting Moonbeam together and Monty Cook Games, you'll probably want to check out the link. Let's just take you right to the link, right to the announcement. So if you're interested in the Cypher system and doing stuff on it with Moonbeam, when that releases, well, most of the box had like baby pictures of me or whatever, but the rocks are where it's at. Exactly. I mean, if you got Petoskey Stone, or if they're shiny. So if you're interested in the Cypher System, Creator Fund, Moonbeam, and all those coming together, that's where you'll find that. Yeah, I mean, baby pictures, whatever, but the rocks are clearly, some granite. Okay, what did I do here? All right. More announcements. All right, let's see here. Da, 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 da. What is this? Okay, there's something called Take the Long Way Around to Ragged Howl, which seems to be an SRD Ventures for levels 1 and 2. Cover art looks cool. And so, apparently the Ragged Howl is a little series there, but it's built for old school essentials, but can be used with any similar system with a minimum of fuss, according to the article. So, I kind of like the the art on the front there. That's kind of cool. Okay. And what else we have? Oh, that's an older article. That's not going to do us any good. Okay, none of those are going to do any good. What else? What else? Oh, what is this? Yeah, this is only from a few days ago. 2 Lord of the Rings TTRPGs will receive Moria campaigns. So, if you play that from Free League Publishing, let's see here. They confirmed a new edition for both the Lords of the Rings role-playing game and the One Ring RPG themed around Moria. So that's pretty cool. The One Ring RPG will be called Moria Through the Doors of Durin. And the Lord of the Rings RPG will be Shadow of Khazad-dûm. And here's the article for that. I believe I have a copy of the One Ring RPG. As I look over on my shelf, like I can actually read the books because I don't have my proper glasses on. I think I got a copy of the One Ring RPG somewhere. Should read it someday. There's a lot of books and video games that I have collected that I should probably read. All right, what else do we have here? I think that's all. Let me check on dinner. So if you have any questions, we'll now open it to free-for-all. If you want to talk about the Hybrid MP4 stuff, anything about the new OBS coming out, I'll do my best to answer. If you want to talk about the Legend Keeper setup I showed, there's always more content than time. Exactly. Let's see here. I am double checking. Let me check on my food order real quick. See where it is. All right, the big order, so they're waiting. Hey, my order was just picked up, so my food will be here in about 10 minutes or so. So, good timing. Y'all, yay today. Hey, Vancouver by Night, hello. Welcome on in. If you want, I can go over the Hybrid MP4 stuff again. And the couple new settings coming in OBS. Before I wrap up. So let me know if you want, or you can just go back and watch the VOD. Either way. But welcome on in. It's always good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. I'm seeing who is online. Because we'll probably raid someone and then I'm going to go eat. But if you have any tech questions, now's the time to ask them. Something's been on your mind. Want to talk TTRPGs? We got a few minutes yet. While we listen to this pleasant music. I'm just seeing if there's anything else. If a company has announced anything that I will be doing. As I had mentioned before, I will be filming. I will be producing a actual play throughout August, and it's for someone's Kickstarter, and that'll come out in either September or November. One of those. You'll eventually get to see it, and I can talk about it and go yay. But there's another thing today that I'm very excited about that I, again, can't mention. Face on, hello! Let me double check. Let me check a couple of Twitter accounts, see if there's anything that has popped up. Secret excitement, yeah. I'm like, this is neat. I can't talk about it. Okay. All right, nothing there. Who else do we need to see? Does StreamerBot have anything new? All right. I'm just looking through a couple of the things I usually talk about, see if they have any new things. Doesn't look like it. So again, when OBS 30.2 comes out, we'll be going over Hybrid MP4 again and showing the chapter marker things that you can use with just raw OBS, and then also with the various StreamUp plugins for StreamerBot and for OBS, and how to use that. And y'all really, when you can, start recording the Hybrid MP4 and take advantage of those chapter markers. It's going to be amazing. Okay, like I said, I've gotten to play with it already. It's really fantastic for your workflow. You can even set up if you get the StreamUp plugin that can handle the chapter markers, you can set up chapter markers for when you change scenes. So I usually have a starting soon, right? And that I leave that up for, 5-10 minutes, or if I have to do anything else, let people come on in. But then as soon as I hit a button, I can have a chapter marker there, so I can go back into the recording and go, oh, this is where I start talking, so I can cut out the starting soon screen, and people don't have to scrub through. And then when I change to the game footage, it'll automatically create a marker for when I switch to the game screen. So that's amazing. It'll make, as JD Lady pointed out, you can use it you can use it for your YouTube videos, and because the StreamUp plugin will add it to a text file and can just copy and paste that in. to your YouTube video and have chapter markers already there for people. Top through it. It's going to be fantastic. It really, really is. So don't sleep on Hybrid MP4 when you can use it, select it as a setting in OBS. And again, it's 30.2. The current stable is 30.1.2. So once 30.2, whatever the number is after that, they decide comes out, go through it all again. Yeah, because I think it's a really important thing for streamers to know about and to get a handle on. And let's see what else. I went over the Legend Keeper stuff because eventually I'm going to have games up on Start Playing relatively soon. And I built a structure using Legend Keeper for me to keep track of multiple games. At least the multiple games where characters are investigators and going on different cases. I also want to do, I think I also want to run quests for the Infinite, on the Infinite Staircase. I'm messing up the name of the book. What's it officially called? Quest from the Infinite Staircase, yeah. So, looking forward to that. I just got a ding that my supper is here. So I'm going to go eat, y'all. Thank you all for being here. Slightly shorter stream than normal, but glad you could come by. Glad I could share that all with you. I'm about to have a real good weekend. Because thing I can't talk about, and then, dinner, and I'm running my Spelljammer game tomorrow. So I'm excited for multiple things going on. And yeah, have a great weekend. We will go on a raid. Let me refresh, see who is on. And we're going to raid into who is on. We're going to raid into Nyx. Yeah. So thank you for being here, everyone. Really appreciate it. I will be back Monday, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern with more video games. And also, hello, Rex. And I think that's everything for now. Oh, I will be at Gen Con. If you're going to Gen Con, I will have my producer panel there. Please check it out. There are still tickets available. If you're coming by, we can have a good time. And yeah, so that is all for today. Have a great weekend. Stay tuned for the raid. And please be kind to yourself, be kind to others. I'll see you all on Monday. Bye.